Hey everyone, this is Michelle with Foxy Chick Designs and Magnolia Design Company with another fun project tonight. Oh, sorry, my forehead's itching. How is everyone doing this Tuesday night? Let me pull this up on my laptop so that I can see comments. Alright, actually I'm going to I think it'll let me. Nope. Just gonna get this in one place and then we are going to get started. Alright, so tonight the project that we're going to do is we are going to create a little home decor sign. I'm going to be using the, let me see, what is it called? I don't remember. Oh, of course, and I would knock over. It is called the This Is Us stencil, and it's a 12 by 18 stencil. And it comes with the This Is Us stencil, as well as the Welcome to Our Porch, Sit Long, Talk Much, and Laugh Often. So it comes with both of these stencils. We're going to be using a chalkboard, some Waverly Antique Wax Chalk Paint, some pure Brilliant White Magnolia Design Company chalk paste, and then I've got some paint stir sticks that we're going to use as a frame. So those are the supplies that we're going to use. I'm going to set this Welcome to Our Porch off to the side. So as you're coming in, if I could get you guys to do one thing, if this is your first time catching us live, if you would comment with a number 1. If you have watched us before, if you would comment with a number 2. And if you are a Magnolia Design Company creator at any level, if you would comment with a number 3. I just like to know who's watching and who my fellow creators are and who my newbies are. So if you could do that for me. If you see the little red live button right here, if you would comment #live. And if you don't see that little red button, not a problem if you would comment #replay. So those are the preliminaries. Hey Mary, welcome. We are going to get started here. Let me get my glue gun plugged in because we are going to need that for the frame. And I think I'm going to plug in my heat tool because we're going to be painting the what do you call it? We're going to be painting the paint sticks for the frame. So I'm going to probably want to get them all heat set. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and flip you guys down so that you can see what we're working on. And then we're going to get to creating tonight. I am super, super excited about this project. Alright, let's see. There we go. So this is the stencil we're using. The This Is Us, Our Life, Our Story, Our Home. And we're going to be using it on this chalkboard that I've created. And then we're going to use some paint stir sticks to frame it. So what I'm going to start with first, I'm going to set the chalkboard and the stencil to the side, and I want to paint the paint sticks that we're going to use for the frame. So I have 2 of these, let me see what size are these. These are the 1 gallon stir sticks, and then I have 2 of the, I think they're 5 gallon. Yes, these are the 5 gallon paint stir sticks, but I had my husband cut off the little top part. Here's one. I do have one. This part right here, just this little curved part, I had him cut that off for me so that it would fit the project. Okay. So I'm going to, okay, I am really struggling tonight, y'all. I am so sorry. You have joined a hot mess tonight. That is all I can say. It has been a long day. Not feeling the greatest, but I did not want to miss crafting with you guys. I missed last week because I was traveling out of town to surprise my aunt for her birthday, which she kind of figured out that I was coming. So that was kind of a bummer, but we still had a good time anyhow. So with missing last Thursday, and I know I said that I was going to post a pre-recorded video, I got on the road and totally forgot to post. I'm so sorry, you guys. Hope you guys can forgive me on that one. So I'm just going to grab a baby wipe, and I'm just going to use some of this antique wax stain with a baby wipe, and that's how I'm going to go ahead and get these painted up. So I'm just going to open this up, and I'm going to put just a tad little bit in there because I don't think I need a whole lot. So I'm just going to dip my baby wipe in, and I'm just going to get that rubbed on. And I like using the baby wipe because it kind of makes it like a stain instead of like paint. So I'm just going to get this all stained up. Ugh. So there's that. I'm going to just go along these sides, I want it to kind of look finished, like when you look at it. Okay, so there's one. Hey, Missy. I had a dream about you the other night. I had a dream that I came to see you and Mom. And Lindy wasn't with me, though. That was the weird thing. It was really weird. Because I've never come to see you without her. So I'm not quite sure what was going on in my dream, but it was really cool. It was weird though because I surprised your mom and like she slid out of her chair when I walked in the door because it was such a surprise. I know. A little bit strange, but anyway. That is kind of funny to me. Going down. Alright, so I'm just, like I said, I'm just using this baby wipe to get this paint on because it just makes it look more like a stain versus a paint. You actually see the wood grain in it, and I like that. Sorry if you guys start hearing a Shih Tzu snoring. Hey Roxy, welcome. My Shih Tzu likes to lay on my bed while I'm crafting. Now, if I bring her to the camera, she will be like total camera shy, wanting down, wants no part of it. But when I'm crafting, because my crafting area is in the corner of my bedroom. But when I'm crafting, she just has to be back here laying on the bed. Alright, so there's that. Do you guys see how the stain just, it really does look like a stain versus a paint. You can see the wood grain. I love this because I love the stained look, but the stains sometimes can be really messy, and there's harsh chemicals in there that I don't really care to mess with. Okay. So, okay. So we're going to lay this to the side for right now. And I'm going to close up my paint so that I don't spill it. And I'm going to use my heat tool quick and get these guys dried up, and then I'm going to set them off to the side so that we can start with our chalk paste and stencil. Hey Dad. It's pretty cool when your dad hops on to watch you craft. Mary, I didn't use any stain. I used the Waverly wax, the antique wax, and I just put it on with a baby wipe. So when you do it with a baby wipe, it makes the wood grain stand out. So it just thins it out because the baby wipe is wet. Or what you can do too is spray your wood with water and then paint it on, and then take like a baby wipe and wipe over the excess. It just thins out the paint a little bit to where it works more like a stain than a paint. And you can use this with really any paint. It doesn't have to be just chalk paint. You can use any paint and do that with. It just, when you're working with wood like that, it just makes it look like a stained wood versus you painted it. If that makes sense. Mary, I hope so. Alright, so now I'm going to move this out of the way. And I'm going to go ahead and pull up my chalkboard. Ugh, my desk is a mess. Yes, definitely. Okay. My husband and my dad are talking in the other room, and my husband is telling my dad that he should come do a project with me. Would that be something that you guys would like to see? An 80-some-year-old man be able to do some chalking? That way you guys can see how super, super easy it is. Okay, so on the back here, I have used this one before, but I've never marked on its back. So I'm going to do This Is Us on here. This is us. I should have my husband do one too, because he's pretty crafty. Okie dokie. So I'm gonna grab, maybe I'm gonna grab, I don't know where my Not sure where my tacky towel went to. Okay, so yes, get Dad involved. Alright, so I'm going to just pull this off of its backer sheet. And I'm going to go ahead and save the backer sheet because our stencils are silkscreen self-adhesive reusable stencils. They are sticky here on the back, and they can be cleaned off with some warm water, and they can be put back on the backer sheet and used 8 to 10 times depending on how you care for your stencils. So you want to make sure that you keep your backer sheet, and that's also why we mark on it, because there is a more of a dull side and then more of a glossy side, and the glossy side is the side you want to put your stencil back on, and the dull side is the side that is the actual back. So that way when you mark them like this, when you go to put them away, you know which side it goes on. Okay, so since I can't find my tacky towel, I am just going to lay this across my skirt and get some lint on it. Alright, so now that I've got some lint on the back of my stencil, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to lay this down like right here in the middle. I'm going to try to get this as straight as possible. And I'm going to smooth this out, making sure that there are no air bubbles. Just make sure that this is all smoothed out. And if there's bubbles in your in the green area, that doesn't really matter because you're only getting paste in the silk screened areas here. So this is where you want to make sure that there are no air bubbles. And what I like to do is I like to take my squeegee over to make sure that there are no air bubbles. Okay, so now that we have that done, we're going to open up our white chalk paste and okay. Usually my white chalk paste is pretty good and ready to go, but I guess not this time. Oh yeah, it is. Okay. Yeah. Usually because I use my white chalk paste so much, I don't have to do much to it, but we're going to add just a tad bit of water to get this all stirred up. I like my chalk paste to be about the consistency of yogurt. So we're just getting this all stirred up. Alright, so now we've got it all the way we want it to be. Just making sure that it's not all thick and nasty. Alright, so I'm just going to put some chalk paste down here, and I'm going to just take my squeegee, work from the top, work my way down. Making sure all of our silk screened areas are covered. And I'm going to squeegee up some of this excess. I'm going to go back over, getting these little places that I missed. Okay, so then I'm going to just go back over with my squeegee, making sure that all of this excess is up and back in the jar. Okay, So now that's done, I'm just going to work my way to the middle here of my stencil, and I'm just going to gently pull. And that is that. So I'm going to just set that aside, and I will clean that with some warm water once I'm done here with the project. Alright, I have a little bit of a, alright, just cleaning that up a little bit. And I got one up over here too. Just got a little bit of a smudge. Okay, there we go. So that is that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to dry this up. There's that, and I do have a few little smudges here that I'm gonna end up cleaning up here. Alright, so we are okay. Okay, that's a little weird. Alright, I'm gonna let this dry back to room temperature. That's really weird that this is okay. Kind of. That was just weird that it kind of smeared a little bit over here. But oh well. It makes it look a little textured, so I'm not real concerned about it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to close up my jar of white paste, and I'm going to set it aside, and then we are going to start building our frame. So I'm going to start with these a little bit shorter pieces first. So these guys are going to go right here at the top. And then these guys here are going to go right there. And then this becomes our little frame. So that is how it'll look when we're done. So we're going to go ahead and get this glued down. So I'm going to grab some of my E6000. We're going to get some hot glue down here as well. And then we're going to flip this guy over and lay him down right about there. do the same thing on the other side. Let me grab another glue stick. And we're going to put a little bit of E6000 down. I like the mixture of glues because the hot glue will set quickly, but the E6000 makes a stronger bond. So my projects don't come apart. Because I do sell my projects, or I give them as gifts, and I just don't want them to fall apart on my customers or my friends. Okay, so we're going to turn that over and lay it down right about there. And I'm going to push that down, making sure, hey Sue, welcome. Okay, so I'm just going to hold this down for a minute. Just long enough for the hot glue to set. Oh, I like this a lot. Okay. Now we're going to get our sides down. Okay. Whoop. So I'm just going to get a little bit of this. And I'm getting way too much on there. Alright. And then I'm going to get some more of the hot glue down. Alright. So now this guy is going to come over here, and I'm going to line this up just like so. Oh, and you know what? It just dawned on me. I didn't really need to put it through the middle. Oops. I only needed the top and the bottom. Oh well, live and learn, live and learn. Okay, so I just need some right here and some right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and put my lid back on my E6000. And I'm going to get a little bit of hot glue here, and I'm going to get a little bit of hot glue there, and then I'm going to put this right on there. Alright, so right like that. There we go. So now I'm going to just hold this down long enough for the hot glue to set. Alright. I like that a lot. I'm going to get off some of the extra fuzzies. Alright. Oop, I gotta be careful not to push in the middle because there's nothing under there. Alright, and there is our project for tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm going to pull you guys back up to me for a minute. Alright. So I hope you enjoyed the project that we created tonight. I really enjoyed making this. This was something fun and easy. Just a real quick project. If you have... Hey Stacy, welcome. Hey Lindy. If you guys have any questions about products or supplies that were used in tonight's project, if you will comment supplies in the comments and I can get that list out to you. I would love for you to go check out the Magnolia Design Company website. It's foxychickdesigns.magnoliadesignco.com. There are a bunch of brand new stencils that have come out and new surfaces, and I would love for you to check out some of those products over there. I do have some Try Me kits. If you've never tried Magnolia Design Company products and you are interested in a Try Me kit, if you will comment kit in the comments and I will get one of those out to you. And then also we have a, came out really neat, would have never thought of using sticks for a frame. You know what, Mary? I wouldn't have either. I saw somebody else do this on a YouTube video on a like a baking sheet, and so then I thought, well, if it can be done on a baking sheet, it could probably be done really on anything. Paint sticks have become a real cool thing in my arsenal, and I have the last time I went to Menards, I kind of bought like every last pack of stir sticks they had. No joke. I got all of their 5-gallon ones and all of their gallon ones that they had left. Because you can get 5, let's see, is it 5 of them? No, you get a 10-pack of gallon stir sticks for 99 cents. And you get a 3-pack of the 5-gallon ones for 99 cents. So for 99 cents, you know, you can build a frame. Or for $2 you can build a frame. Because I use 2 different sizes here. So they can be used for surfaces, frames. There's quite a bit that they can be used for. But anyhow, there is also a new Get Started kit out from Magnolia Design Company. If you are interested, there are pictures of it here on the Foxy Chick Design page. If you're interested in learning more about Magnolia Design Company and what I do, if you would just comment team in the comments and I can reach out to you and answer any questions that you may have. So anyhow, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I will see you guys again on Thursday night at 7 o'clock. See you then. Bye.